In this lesson, we'll be seeing what is the role of Oracle Apps DBA and what are the responsibilities of Oracle Apps DBA. First, we'll try to understand what is the role of Oracle Apps DBA by understanding the basic architecture of Oracle Business Suite. Then we'll be seeing what are the day-to-day tasks of an Oracle Apps DBA. And finally, we'll also see if you're an existing Oracle DBA, how do you compare your activities on day-to-day tasks with Oracle Apps DBA. Now let us have a brief look at the architecture of Oracle Business Suite. The Oracle Business Suite is basically a three-tier architecture. So as you can see in the picture here, there is something called a client tier, and application tier and database tier. The client tier is nothing but the end user using his laptop or desktop, a system basically with a browser to access Oracle Business Suite. So how it works basically, the end user opens any of the certified browsers such as Chrome, Firefox for example, and he types the URL of Oracle Business Suite. Once he types the URL, what happens is the request will be listened by something called a web server. The web server will listen to the request, will process the request, and it will send back the login page to the user. The user will then provide the credentials of his login. Once he provides the credentials, the web server will receive the request and validate the user details with the database and sends back the requested web page. So as you can see here, this is the importance of the three-tier architecture. All the business logic is processed in the application tier while the data resides on your database tier. Now, if the user is requesting, let's say for example, a report to be run, it is handled by something called Concurrent Processing server. Similarly, if the user requests a Oracle form, it is handled by a form server. So each of the type of the request has a different server which serves the request, which handles the request, which processes the request and will send back the output to the end user or the client tier. The responsibility of Oracle Apps DBA is to manage the application tier and the database tier. So if you're an Oracle Apps DBA, you need to ensure that the Fusion middleware, all the Fusion middleware components which are related to web server, forms, reports, and anything related to the middle tier should be always up and running. And on the database tier also, you should be ensure always that the DB is running fine and also the database listener is also running. So your responsibility as an Oracle Apps DBA is to ensure that both application tier and database tier are up and running and always healthy. The detailed architecture will be seen in the next lessons. At this point of time, we're trying to basically understand the high-level architecture to understand the responsibilities of an Oracle Apps DBA. Now, what are different types of resources that are there in an EBS project? This slide does not show the usual project managers or the project owners or the stakeholders. It only shows all the resources or the employees which are actually part of an EBS project. The first type of resources or the consultants what you see in an Oracle EBS project is Oracle Apps Functional. And these are the people who do the business setups and flows. So what exactly I mean by business setups? For example, if the Oracle Apps Functional consultant is a HRMS consultant, HRMS functional, what he does the setup which is related to employees, how their payroll is processed, how the records of employees are maintained. So these are all the business related setups. And the functional people will always have the domain specific knowledge. When I say domain, it can be financials, human resources, supply chain, manufacturing, etc. So the Oracle Apps Functional people are mostly the domain knowledge experts. Let's say for example, a CA in real time might be a good fit for having financials knowledge, which also means that he'll be usually Oracle Apps Functional financials consultant. So similarly, a HRMS expert will be HRMS functional consultant who will be doing all the setups related to payrolls or employees, etc. So this is basically the role of the functional consultant to do the business setups. And remember, these functional consultants will not know the coding, will not know how to administer the application, etc. What they do is purely inside the application how to do the setups which are related to business. Now let's say for example, we'll see the next one, that is Oracle Apps Technical. The Oracle Apps Technical people, what they do is development and the customization. So the skills what they need is PL/SQL, forms, reports, OAF, ADF, etc. So these people are the actual developers who do the code, who write the code, who customize the code, And if the users are running reports, accessing any forms, all these are actually developed and customized by the Oracle Labs technical people. And Oracle Labs technical people are always experts in SQL, PL/SQL, forms, reports, etc. Remember that Oracle Business Suite by default comes with several of the pre-existing forms, reports, tables, OAF pages, etc. And the responsibility of Oracle Labs technical people will be to develop new forms and also customize the existing forms or reports. Now, we come to finally the important part, that is Oracle Labs DBA. The Oracle Labs DBA is mainly responsible for administering Oracle Business Suite. So, what are the skills he has? Oracle Database Administration and Apps Database Administration and Fusion Middleware. Because in the latest versions of Oracle Business Suite, that is 12.2, WebLogic is also part of the architecture or the technology stack. So, which means the Oracle Labs DBA need to have basic knowledge of Fusion Middleware as well. Though it is not mandatory, because the usage of WebLogic skills or the general WebLogic administration is extremely less, because it has been totally customized, and all the scripts and everything which are provided by default with the Business Suite, in most of the cases, Apps DBA will not require the knowledge of WebLogic and its administration. But yes, in troubleshooting perspective, it is good to have the knowledge of WebLogic. Now, what are the responsibilities or day-to-day activities of Oracle Labs DBA? The Oracle Labs DBA, basically what he does is he installs and configures Oracle Business Suite, he applies patches, and he does the cloning of Oracle Business Suite, for example, production to non-production, production to dev, test, etc. And he does system administration activities. System administration means it's not the typical system administration which we hear in the IT world, like for example, Windows administration. So system administration in Oracle Labs DBA means we do some kind of administration such as user creation, responsibilities, assigning responsibilities to users, profile management and printers management, and concurrent processing management, which is related to reports, for example, and all these things which we do in the front end mostly. So these are called the system administration activities. We'll see all of these in detail in the next chapters. Then configure high availability of the Oracle Business Suite, and backup and recovery and upgrade. So all these are the activities of an Oracle Labs DBA. So if you're an Oracle DBA or you have prior knowledge of Oracle Database Administration, then this table helps you identify what are different tools we use in Oracle Labs DBA and how can we compare our roles with Oracle DBA. Now, when you want to create a database using in Oracle database, then you use generally something called Run Installer or DBCA, but in Oracle Labs DBA, we use something called Rapid Install. This is a new tool and a tool which is specific to only Oracle applications, which you'll be learning. And then we have something called upgrade. So for upgrade in database, we do the upgrade using DBA, but here we use something called Rapid Install and ADOP. ADOP is basically called AD Online Patching. It's a utility to apply patches. And for patching, we usually use OPatch, but for Oracle Labs DBA, we use something called ADPatch and ADOP. And for cloning, we use RMan mostly in Oracle Database Administration. And here we use something called Rapid Clone. And of course, we also use RMan for part of the whole activity. But mostly we use the utility called Rapid Clone. Then we have other tools such as NetCA, Aura PWD, SQL Loader, etc. And here we have some utilities like AD utilities, FNDC pass, AF password, etc. For management, we use Oracle Enterprise Manager. And here we have something called Oracle Applications Manager. And remember, even Oracle Enterprise Manager Cloud Control can also be used for both of administration of DBA and also Apps DBA. And for backups, we usually use RMan and manual. Here for backups, basically we use a manual copy or tar of application tier, and for database, we'll use the same one, that is RMan. Now there is one important point which I'd like to say before we close this topic. If you're an Oracle DBA right now, then which means that you have been administering only the database tier till now. And now, if you're an Oracle Labs DBA, you're going to administer the application tier as well as the database tier. So which means if you're an Oracle DBA, what you're additionally learning here is the administration of the application tier along with the database tier. Thank you for watching the video.